Hello guys, welcome back. In this episode, as usual, we'll be looking at the BTC and then we will move on to the Ethereum price actions. However, before we start, if you guys are learning and enjoying from the content, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. Starting from the BTC under a higher time frame, daily time frame, we don't really have much to talk about the weekly time frame, and therefore we're going to start by looking at the daily time frame. As you know, we have got 2 support levels and then 3 resistance levels above us. So as you can see, rejection right below the lower line of this resistance, number 1. And then daily, as I mentioned in my previous videos, as long as we're going to be remaining below 35,000, ideally 35,500, then daily time frame will be heavily under water. So at the moment, the price action is around 34,600 level. And as you can see, we're getting rejection right from, as expected, lower line of this resistance, number 1. On the higher time frame, I would like to mention that even 4-hour time frame, as I'm kept mentioning, even if we're going to get a bullish signal and we break the resistance number 1 as well as the resistance number 2, which is most of the tweet that I can see, some of the people asking also lately, I've started seeing the bullish confirmation that will come under a once we broke and claim the resistance number 2 as a support, which is around 42,000, and then we are good to go, and that will give us a continuation of the bull market. However, I don't believe that idea. As you know, my support and resistance levels, I've got high confidence about this level of resistance number 3, which is around 45,000 and 47,500. Ideally, I would look for 50,000. Breaking this resistance, 49,000, claiming as a support, then we will get a continuation of the bull market. However, even though once we're going to break this 42,000 level, we will be facing a rejection or another resistance at around 45,000 and $49,000. Again, without breaking this, the resistance number 3, $49,000, I don't think that the bears will allow us to go all the way up towards the new all-time high. Bear in your mind this scenario. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. If we're going to recap from the 4-hour time frame, as you remember, this was the expectation in the last video as well as the last post. That was expectation rejection zone. So we rejected little bit with a few $100 difference that I was expecting the price action to come 33,500 all the way up to lower line of. However, with a $500, $1,000 difference, price action went all the way up. However, at the same time, that was our second rejection zone because high time frame resistance was around $36,000. So as you can see, we are getting this rejection. So under 4-hour time frame, even though that was a confirmation on the 4-hour time frame, as soon as we broke 35,000, ideally 35,500, and then that's supposed to give us a bullish signal on the 4-hour time frame. However, it's still not confirmed, and then as you can see, we're dumping and we're coming back literally the support number 1. We got a rejection from the lower line of this resistance number 1. So at the moment, 4-hour time frame is heavily underwater, and I'm expecting some sort of a little bit further retracement in the market. Moving on to 2-hour time frame. Before we move on to the lower time frames, if you want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing to you, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense mentorship is available. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours master this all. And during the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Moving on to 2-hour time frame. Once we take a look into a 2-hour time frame, as you can see, the upper line of the support number 1, how the price action had a battle at around here, and we've got 15 bust, which took 1 day 6 hours for us to break the upper line of this support number 1. However, as you can see, again, we got stuck. The lower line of this resistance number 1, the price action started dumping further towards the south. However, 2-hour confirmation, the bullish confirmation, as I mentioned in the previous videos, once we broke 35,500, we got confirmation for under 2-hour time frame, and then 2-hour time frame at the moment in the bullish territory. However, if we're going to lose in the next 48 hours and 72 hours, if we're going to lose the $33,000, then 2-hour starts giving us a bearish signal. At the moment, too early to talk about it. 2-hour is healthy. and we're just consolidating, having a small pullback under 2-hour time frame. Maximum, I will expect that the price action would come 33,500, and then we will see, as long as we're going to hold 33,500, then we will see a continuation. But in order to see that, I would like to see a confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. Moving on to 1-hour time frame. As you know, on the 1-hour time frame, once we broke the lower line of this support, which was acting as a resistance at around 32,800, 33,000, we went up, retested it number of times, as you can see, perfectly retested, second time retest, and then as soon as we hold at this level, 1-hour time frame with this candle, as I mentioned in my previous videos, we moved onto the bullish territory. So at the moment, 1-hour time frame on the bullish zone. We shouldn't lose 33,700, ideally 33,500 in the next 24 to 48 hours. As long as we're going to hold this level and then we manage to break the upper line of this resistance, and we will get highly likely a confirmation on the 4-hour time frame, and then price action will go all the way up to, in the first place, $38,000 and then $40,000. Moving on to Ethereum. Ethereum on the higher time frame is still heavily under the water. As long as we're going to be remaining the resistance line of this at around 2,150, 2,300, then I would consider that the higher time frame, the bears will keep rejecting the price action. As you can see, the body got rejected and closed below the 2,170, 2,150 level. And also, as you remember, this line of at around 2,000 level was extremely important on the higher time frame, horizontal support, as well as it was acting as a resistance, as well as we had a very important level of the Fibonacci, and we had a battle at around 6 days. Once we broke it, and then first level for us to watch was around the resistance, and as you can see, we are seeing a rejection right from the resistance. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see a clear picture. It was expected that either to reject from the lower line of this resistance or the upper line of this resistance. As long as we're going to be remaining below this resistance zone, which was around 2,300, then 4-hour time frame will be under the bear's control. Once we manage to break and then claim this zone as a support, then we are good to go towards the 2,500 and 600 level. So at the moment, 4-hour time frame for Ethereum, I can say heavily under the water. And as you can see, in the last 12 hours, 4-hour candles having a battle the lower line of this resistance. 2-hour time frame. When we look into a 2-hour time frame, as soon as we broke this level of 2,000, 2-hour time frame started flashing a bullish signal. At the moment, 2-hour, same as a BTC, under the bulls control. This level for the bulls as well as the bears, it's going to be a challenging in the coming 48 and 72 hours. As long as we're going to hold in the next 48 and 72 hours at around 2000 level, then we might see a further consolidation. As long as on the 4-hour time frame, once we manage to break the 2300, claim it as a support, then we are good to go. Otherwise, losing this level of around 2000 level, it might be brutal for the crypto market. Moving on to 1-hour time frame. In short, 1-hour time frame is under the bulls control. Once we managed to break with this candle, 1-hour time frame started flashing a bullish signal. However, as you can see, about 7-8 hours we got stuck around here, and finally we managed to break, retested it, and then since then 1 hour is on the bullish territory. However, as I'm keep mentioning again and again, when the market is in a range, or if you're in a bear market, lower time frames will give a lot of fake counts. For the Ethereum, ideal confirmation will come on the 4-hour time frame if you're taking a swing trades. We covered bullish and bearish scenarios for the Ethereum and BTC, and we came to an end of this episode. And if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.